Hello, this is Fran Smitherman for Creative Life Scrapbooking, here to talk a little bit about the Edge-Style Border Maker cartridges, just like you see in this layout with the rolling sales Border Maker cartridge. And for many of us, at least myself, I know I seem to gravitate more towards the chain style Border Maker cartridges. And you can know it's a chain style cartridge because of the name. But these are the ones that when you punch them out using the Border Maker system, there's no other cuts to be made. They actually detach from the page. So they're easy to use as borders, just like a Great Length sticker would be. But the edge actually would involve an extra cut because they go along the edge, as you can see with this page right here. So you can cut them across the top and use them on your layout like that. So they're different in that sense that they would require an extra cut if you did want to separate them from your page. In this layout, I knew that the majority of my sale was going to be covered by this wave. So I thought that instead of wasting paper or having to make any extra cuts, I would use a scrap piece of paper to make the sale. You want it to be large enough that it is secured by this guard right here. So let's make sure it is, because that kind of holds it in place. It just makes it a lot easier for you when you're making your cut if it's large enough to still fit under this. So I'm going to put my Border Maker cartridge into the housing unit and just punch out a few sales. I did not want these sales to go all the way across the layout. So I just did like like a 5 or 6 inch border with this one. And that is what I have here. So I can use this layout and not really waste a lot of extra cardstock and just tuck it behind this. But one other thing that I have been working on and thinking about is when you look at these edge cartridges and you're using sturdy cardstock, you can actually use these as a stencil of sorts. So I've been playing around a little bit with using the edge cartridges as a stencil, and I'll show you what I mean by that. This layout right here. So these, of course, are the edge cartridge punch outs on the top of the page, but then I also use the sail to draw more across the bottom. And I did the same with this cottage here as well, because these are sturdy and, you just hold on to them and you get a fine tip pen and you can create a special design on a card or on your layout. It doesn't have to go all the way across. It could just be a portion of the layout, but I just think that, we can never have enough stencils in our lives. I know a lot of people like to use stencils on pages, and who knew that if we have a good collection of Border Maker cartridges, we actually kind of have a whole bunch of stencils that we could use as well. So I'm just holding on to this cardstock where I have punched some of these out, and I can use it on other layouts that I am making. So that's another benefit of a Border Maker cartridge that is in the edge style. You can use it as a stencil. So I have this layout on our Creative Life Scrapbooking Facebook page. And if you wanted downloadable instructions on which supplies I used and how to do it, be sure to go to the shop tab on our website to get your own handout with measurements and details. So thank you so much for watching, and we appreciate all that you do to support Creative Life Scrapbooking.